Okay, let's do this.
This woman is sharing a story about the time she dated a man when he was at his lowest. I thought it was pretty interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and let it play. We'll come back and talk about it.
I used to talk to a dude who was a dishwasher, and he had 3 kids, and he did have his own place. The mattress was on the floor. He had no car, no goals, no ambition.
I just want to be clear, the guy you chose to date, he doesn't have any money, a dead-end job, no car, no goals, no aspirations, no dreams, and he already has 3 children. Got it.
But what he was funny, and he had been through a lot, and you just start feeling sorry for him, in the mix. So, I gave him a chance, right? Y'all would consider that a man at his lowest, right? Because why is your mattress on the floor? Anywho, and still me, I don't have kids. I got my own place. I own my house. I got multiple cars, all that. So therefore, you would consider this man lower than me, and I still gave him a chance. I began to entertain him, talk to him, laugh at a couple of his jokes, but then I got to know him a little bit better, and he turned mean, y'all. He turned mean, but not only to me, to his kids. Like, cause I love kids. Like, I'll be around your kids, help the kids out. He'll tell his kids no to simple things like, if the kids ask for a cup of water or can we go get ice cream, he'll be like, no, we ain't going to get no ice cream. And I asked him one day, I said, why can't we go get ice cream? Ice cream don't cost that much. If you get like a tub of ice cream, we all getting a couple scoops out. Like, why can't the kids get ice cream? He said, I'm preparing them I'm preparing them for the real world. You not gonna hear yes all the time. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, the lesson is to be learned. You won't hear yes all the time. I don't think that lesson applies to the situation. Get your kids some ice cream.
Nah, I'm gonna have to disagree with that. You can't tell somebody how to raise their kids. If he doesn't want to raise spoiled kids, that is his prerogative. And the fact that you don't even have kids makes this even worse.
What? The nigga didn't have the money. I noticed that he spent the majority of his money on, reefer. And you can't get your kids ice cream, but you can make sure you high every day. Corny.
So on top of all the other stuff you talked about earlier, he's a weed head too?
He was just like angry and just upset all the time because he had, financial problems. I didn't. And it was just no helping him. It was just no helping him. A man's ego be hurt, they pride be hurt, everything just be hurt, Lord Jesus. I'm not the person that's gonna heal you. A man will only feel better when he feels like he is leveling up, moving up, and then when he starts moving up, his attitude will change towards you. Like you wasn't laying on the floor on that same mattress with that nigga. So no, I'm not meeting a man at his lowest. I've been there, done that. And I promise to God I'll never lay on the ground on a mattress. Yeah.
So I have some issues with this video. I'm all about debunking foolishness, and this is some foolishness. Now let's break it down. She started out with the video explaining the type of man she was dating. He was a dishwasher, he had 3 children, his mattress was on the floor, he didn't have a car, he didn't have any goals, aspirations, or anything like that. And then later on she added the fact that he was also a weed smoker. Not just a regular weed smoker, an everyday weed smoker. So you take all of that stuff that she mentioned about this man, put it all together, and I'm going to ask you people a question. Is this a man with potential?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Is this the type of man that you need to be investing in, expecting a return on your investment? Is it? Because I don't think so. And this is what I keep saying to these women. Y'all don't know how to pick a man. Of course, I'm not talking to all of you, but the majority of you have no idea what you're doing out there. You're just doing stuff, and when it doesn't work out, you complain about it. A lot of women do this because they love to be where this woman is right now in this whole victim space. Like, I did the best I can, and it didn't work out, and I'm not doing it anymore. Who told you to do that? Nobody told you to do that. When y'all hear men online like myself who say meet a man with some potential and then grow with him, y'all go out and date Tyrone. That's your problem. Y'all will consistently pick these men, it blows up in your face, you then turn around and say, I'm never gonna do that again. You should have never done it in the first place. The fact is you keep doing it with the wrong people. Your father, your uncle, somebody should have told you, stay away from this dude. He's not going anywhere. Am I saying this man is never gonna get his life together together and turn out to be some great person? No, but what he is showing you right now is saying, stay away. He has no goals, no aspirations. He smoked weed all day, has 3 kids. He's working a dead-end job. He doesn't have a car, and there is no plan to get out of that situation. And you decided to date him? Y'all make me sick with this because y'all keep doing it. Y'all date the worst of the worst, lump every other man into the category with the worst of the worst, and say, this is why I don't do this thing. Let's say I go out and meet an OnlyFans girl tomorrow. I do all the stuff I plan on doing with a woman. Everything I do blows up in my face. She used me, take all my money, goes online, dog me out, treat me like crap. I then come online and make a video about how all women do is use you. They don't want you. They want to take your money. They just want to make videos about you and make you look bad on social media. Y'all would be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, who told you to date an OnlyFans girl? There are good women out there who are waiting for a good man to come along. I went out, dated an OnlyFans girl. It blew up in my face. I then turn around and act like I'm the victim in this? I'm not the victim. I'm the problem. Why am I dealing with her? This is why I'm debunking this video. You dating a man when he's at his lowest point isn't a problem if you're doing it with a man who's trying to get out of that hole, who has a plan to get out of that hole. You dated a man with no plan. The man had absolutely no reason for you to be dating him, and you dated him. Oh, because he was funny?
Ha ha, very funny, mother.
And I promise you, I didn't look in her comments, but I guarantee you there were a million women in there telling her, you right, girl, I did the same thing. Stay away. That's why I don't do it. All you're doing is putting out garbage, and now you're going to make other women go out there and think the same thing because of what you said. And it's not true. I know there's people out there who think I'm hard on women. It isn't that I'm hard on them. I have to debunk this stuff. I have to do it. If I don't come on here and debunk this video, there's going to be a million women out there who believe it is wrong to invest in a man when he's not where he needs to be. There are a bunch of men out there. They have the mindset, the game plan. They are ready to become something great. If they had a good woman on their side, it'd happen faster, but they're going to do it with or without them. Those are the men you want to invest in. Those are the men with potential. Not a man with 3 kids, a weed problem, no car, he works at a dishwasher, and has no plan to get out of that job. That's not the man I'm talking about. So I just wanted to debunk this video because it's all garbage to me. And then at the end of the video, turn around and said, well, if he would have made some money and became successful, he then would have forgot that you laid on the mattress on the floor with him. And you know what? With that particular man, you might be right. But that's not the case with all men. There is a man out there, if a girl rolled with him when he was on the floor, there are men out there who will do anything for that woman. But y'all don't want to believe it. Y'all don't want to hear it because you listen to other women like yourself coming online saying this foolishness. So no disrespect to this young lady. I just need to debunk these videos every chance I get because this is foolishness.
Now, I'm just gonna pay for the cat outright. Not gonna beat around the bush, all that other. How much? And young dudes won't understand this, but you pay either way. CGA said it best. You pay with money, energy, attention, and time.
Now, I know a lot of the men heard that and was like, hell no, I ain't doing that. But I do understand where this man is coming from. I'm just being honest. I understand where he is coming from. What he is talking about is prostitution. And in 2025, that's what a lot of women are offering. They're not calling it that, but that's what they're offering. And even the women who aren't actually offering the booty for money, you do have to invest something to get it. Either your time, your energy, something. Now, there are guys out there who don't have to invest anything. They just go out there, talk to a girl, and they get it. Those guys, I understand they would never do it. But for those other guys out there who have to take girls on dates, play the online dating game, buy them drinks at a bar, you gotta text them, play all these games just to get it. For those men, I understand where he's coming from. Now, back in the days, I would have laughed at this, but in 2025, I understand it because these women are sleeping with a bunch of men anyway. See, before the women weren't as loose, so you ran a risk anytime you went out there and tried to sleep with a prostitute because you never know what's going to happen dealing with her. But between the sexual revolution and all these women want to be free with their bodies, some of their body counts are higher than the prostitutes. And it don't matter either. They'll sleep with guys, girls.
Him, her, bodies.
It's pretty much the same thing. These women are throwing their box around like this in the back of a UPS truck going down a bumpy road. So what is the difference between a girl in 2025 and a prostitute? They both got a bunch of bodies. One of them just get their money up front. If prostitution was legal, there'll be a lot more men doing it because of the headache that comes with the other stuff. You have to think about that. You can take a girl on a date, You could spend $200 on the first date, another $100 on the second date, and then maybe on the third date she give you some after you spend another $100. You $400 in trying to get something from a girl you really ain't trying to rock with long term, when you could just paid a smaller portion up front, got what you wanted, and kept it moving. I understand his philosophy. I'm not telling men to go out and do that. I'm just saying I understand the philosophy of where he's coming from. Is it tricking? Absolutely. Is it simping? I don't believe so. I think for some men it's just efficient. You can have a mouthpiece and all the game in the world, and some men will still choose this option because they just don't got time to do the other stuff. If your only goal is to sleep with a girl, this is just gonna take out all of the guessing, and it's gonna make it happen faster. It's just like anything else. You can mess around and try to cut corners and get it for free, or you can just pay for it up front and be done with it.
Don't around with it. Go on and do it expeditiously.
This is why he said a lot of older men will understand this, because a lot of men, when they get older, they don't got time for all the other stuff. So this makes more sense to them. Y'all both going about your life and everything is good. That situation is better for some people. It's a saying that goes with this. You're not paying a woman to come over, you're paying her to leave. I know a lot of people would disagree with my take on this, but I understand what he's saying and I understand where he's coming from.
Wait, you said 300.
There's only 10 minutes. 40's all you're gonna get.
This video right here is a great representation of what dating is like in 2025. There's no rules, there's no laws. It's just different. Y'all check this out.
Well, is there anything that you would ask her before deciding if this is a possible match?
So you say you have a boyfriend, right? Like, do y'all stay together or?
No. The plot thickens. He actually has a wife, a kid, and another one on the way, and we are all okay with this. And I am quite a bit younger than him, so I live my life, and yeah.
And the wife knows.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
I help them. I
Okay.
babysit. I do all of the kid knows. Everybody knows. I go over and I babysit, and I'm friends with their moms.
Now I know some of you are sitting there just like myself, wondering what the hell is going on. Why would a woman in this situation come on a dating show looking for a new relationship? That's just weird, right? But that's not even my biggest beef with this video. I mean, it is bad. That's really bad. I don't even know what that's all about. Why are you out here? Should you be home babysitting for your ex-baby father's new boyfriend, girlfriend? I have no idea. But this is my biggest issue with this video. The man is still holding the balloon. He didn't pop the balloon. Why aren't you popping the balloon, sir? Why are you still standing there asking questions? What is wrong with these people? This is why she feels so comfortable coming on the show and saying that stuff, because so many of us men are dealing with it. He's sitting there trying to decide if this can work out for him. And I know some of you are gonna say, well, maybe he just want to smash. You still want to be a part of that? You want to be a part of that? I would want nothing to do with that. You, your sugar daddy, and his baby mother and his wife, y'all all can get together and have a party, but I don't want nothing to do with that. This man is still contemplating if this can work out for him. This is just where dating is. Women are out here doing whatever, saying whatever, and expecting you to deal with it. And then you have some men on the other side who are actually dealing with it. It's just bad out here. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, it ain't getting no better. But this is what we got. This is dating in 2025, all wrapped up in one little package for you. So for all my singles out there, good luck. Leave your thoughts in the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.